Happy Sunday. Sunday is usually one of my more stressful days because I have to prep food and stuff and cook and everything, so I'm glad that I've gotten that all completed. It's the latter half of the day now. I usually, during the week, as I've said before, do the videos in the morning, but on the weekends it tends to be something that doesn't get handled until the end of the day, early afternoon, around that time. But everything's going great today. The rest day is going swell. Tomorrow I have strides, I have legs. Tomorrow is the last day that I can run at on the artificial grass, which really I don't know how I'm gonna do, because that's one of the only surfaces that I can consistently run on that doesn't irritate my lower back injury. I have been looking around at some grass fields in the neighborhood that are actually, there's one that's much closer, and I do have a pair of grass cleats that I can wear, so it looks like that will be my location. And I do believe that the length of the field will be will work with my it'll be similar to the length that I've already been doing at the field that I run at, so it'll all work out. I'm happy. It's gonna work out. It'll be a change of pace, so that's cool. So what I want to talk about for Endomorph today is actually has to do with the prepping topic, the food. You've got to make it fun. And you know, it's funny because I was telling my buddy about the cookbook idea. Not that I'm glued to it or anything like that, but you know, if I am to do this cookbook thing, it'll take me a while. And the reason why is because I haven't found enough recipes that I like enough to just eat all the time. And you know, and you know, the thing about it is you know, you really, you know, when you're changing everything, and also when you've been this person that only had, you know, raw vegan for a while, and then you switch over to having all of these other foods in addition to raw vegan, everything changes so much for you. You know, the way that you balance your energy is totally different. Because when I was on the raw vegan diet, when I was on that one, I was having a 500 calorie shake, then I was having another 500 calorie shake maybe no more than 3 hours later. This is all fruit. And then maybe I have a salad in the afternoon with like a fatty dressing on it. And you can usually have quite a bit of dressing because of the whole you know, you're not taking any fats from any meat or eggs or anything like that, cheese, anything. So you can have dressing, you can have those fats, and they pretty much don't even affect you that much. And then towards the evening, I would have like dried fruit, you know, pineapples, dry mangoes, and maybe another salad and another shake, and then I'd hit the sack. From time to time, I'd, you know, several times during the week, I would have like quinoa, you know, a big bowl of quinoa, like crazy amounts of carbs, but it really doesn't affect you because everything's running through you. And then when you switch to having more solid foods, like coming back to, you know, like the breads and different things like that, it really does change, like I said, your energy balance. So it takes you time to move over to this new style of doing things, and the way that your body, you know, you don't have to consume as much food throughout the day. But you know, when you're on that other diet, you get used to having like your belly full all the time. So when you transition over to the other diet, for your belly to be that full, you would have to eat so many more calories. So that was tough for me. But make your food prep enjoyable. You know, if you're, you know, you got to find those meals that are going to work for you as far as like balancing things out throughout the day. If you're not balancing things out throughout the day, intermittent fasting won't work for you. You know, intermittent fasting is one of those protocols that does help with fat loss. It does increase your rate of fat loss. And, you know, I recommend doing it if you can handle it, but that's one thing, you have to have the right foods at the right time throughout the day. And that last meal before you start your fast has got to be something that, you know, really does, hold, it makes you feel full, and it holds you over for, at least that, whatever that first like period, like for me, it's that time between like 6 p.m. and when I go to bed. I got to make sure that it's a meal that, gets me through that period without, crazy amounts of hunger before I go to bed at night. So, everybody's meal for that purpose is going to be different, and also the amount of calories that you have to hold on to until the end of the day for that meal, that changes, for each individual too. So, it's just some little nuggets, some little things I was thinking about, but very important, very important. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress learning the foods and finding foods and trying these different things, and really like listening to your body and seeing how how you feel after eating certain things, because that's going to make a big difference in coming up with with something that you can be confident works. You see these people that have these meal plans like laid out, everything on the table, same food every day. I can't roll like that, man. I've done that in the past and I've had a lot of success with that, but that's not enjoyable, man. It's impressive, and my hat's off to those people that can do that. But even if you have like 5 meals or whatever, man, there's some things that I like, but I mean, I gotta have some variation. I can't have like 7 days, 4 or 5 of the same meal. I can't do that, but that may be your thing. But for me, I'm thinking that I have to have, and I'm still building this, but for like weight management where I want to be, at the leanest, I want to be 10% and maintain that at the amount of calories that I know I would have to be at, and carbs I would have to be at that weight. I've got to have some I got to have some variation in my diet, man. Or I'll freak out, I'll go crazy. So, put in the work, take your time, look at recipe books, really listen to what your body's telling you after you eat these meals, and a big thing is, and this sucks sometimes, because at the end of the day, that's one thing I'll tell you, like, just eat something at the end of the day. If you don't go over your calories, that's fine. I haven't been going over my calories lately. I've been like 500-600 under every day. But if you don't feel hungry, at the time that you're ending your fast, I would say that it's probably better just to eat something. I don't do it, but I would say it's better to eat something, especially if you're in the beginning, like stages of like intermittent fasting. Just eat something. Don't try and like, I'll be fine. Don't do that. So, and then the big point that I was trying to bring up, and I was trying to make is, I can't even remember what it is. I'm all over the place today, but whatever. That's why I don't charge for this information. That's why I'm not a professional, and that's why I just don't care. I'm trying to help people. So if you don't want the information, then get gone. If you do want the information, and you research what I say and listen to your body, I think it'll work for you. Happy Sunday.